Hey, what's that sound? It's Secret Handshake. We're live now. Welcome to our show. We're so happy to have you. We're gonna have some fun. It's Secret Handshake, Secret Handshake, Secret Handshake, and we are ready to lie. Hey guys,
Oh,
I love
ready-
that.
Ready to
Thanks.
lie.
I love
Yeah,
that.
we're ready to lie.
Ready to lie.
I need to, again, say I am not ready to lie. I am not good at lying. I am a bad liar.
Welcome to Secret Handshake. We're going to tell lies tonight.
I'm ready to lie. I'm Cassiany. What's up?
I'm
the
Harper.
bear.
I'm Jerry. I am not ready to lie. Maybe that's a lie.
Wow.
I'm ready to make lie.
Well, we're going to be playing a game tonight. Our seating arrangement's slightly different than the usual setup because it is going to be a very Jerry, Cassiany facing off against each other.
Jerry, I miss you.
Sort of
My hand is so sweaty right now. I'm sorry. Isn't it? What's
no.
wrong?
No, it's not sweaty at all. See, I'm a great liar.
She's so good.
Ooh, I didn't
almost
even know
believed
it was
you.
a lie at first. It's going to be interesting for me
But I was
on
like-
this show. I rarely get an opportunity to turn to the right, so that's going to be fun.
Did you warm up?
No.
Be
Or
careful.
don't
I should have
pull anything in
stretched.
your
You
neck.
honestly should have. Sometimes it happens like that.
Yeah,
Well,
like we joke, but
Okay, well, now I'm genuinely scared. So, this is going to be a little bit of not a redo, of course, but a follow-up to an episode that we did a long time ago when the show was just myself and our correspondent at large now, Nick Sanchez. Who was, of course, formerly
Okay, clink.
the once and future host of this show, who will be back at some point, but at the moment, correspondent at
We
large.
love and miss you, Nick.
We faced off to see how well we knew each other, and so we sort of decided to bring that back to this.
I'm very
yeah.
excited.
I am too.
Um,
But we do both know Harper really, really well.
yes.
That's
That is
true. Which is why I'm going to be sort of hosting, arbiter, keeping score. I'm not so much going to be involved in the
Yeah.
game. I helped set up a lot of the game.
Yes.
Um,
And I think it's safe to say that Harper knows both of us
Very-
extremely
yes.
well.
And we know each other well, but I'm
Yes.
so excited to get to know you better. My hand's not sweaty, but my drink
It's not. Is it mine a little better? Does
yes.
it feel better?
Yes.
I
Do we? I
don't
know.
know what causes the clam, but it's constant, okay? I don't know if it's just like I get excited or like I start to get sweaty other places in my body and my hands are like, me too!
We want in.
I want in. And I'm just like, can you seriously not? It's stressful, it's slippy, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to hold on, I'm like, like,
Yeah, you lose traction.
and it's like, why is my body being a traitor to me,
Yeah.
to my own me?
Right.
You
Well,
know?
you can't trust your body. Which I learned after last week's show when,
Oh, babe. Okay, Clink.
yeah.
Harper
Clink-
and I were extremely hungover.
Yeah, I'll be having
after
juice this week. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out on the wine chat.
Yeah, and I have a little hair of the dog a week later.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Oh, I truly don't feel like I've 100% recovered
I'm so
from.
sorry.
No, I'm just the most hungover. I rarely drink, and even rarer than that do I drink red wine, and it didn't
a
go
bad
well.
combo.
It didn't go well in the morning.
Red wine is
yeah.
a killer on the hangover.
Yeah, it was very bad, and I
really
got to
is.
see some of that red wine again. I'll tell you.
I can't wait to see you again.
Yeah, so juice for me tonight. And we have here, the way that this game will work is that we have a stack of cards. There is a stack here for Jerry. I'm going to give you these.
Oh, I get to read. Okay,
Oh,
I
I
thought maybe I wouldn't
see.
have to look at them.
Oh, I thought
I
it was
I
like-
read them out loud.
Folks, there's really no amount of explanation that is possible to do before the show that I won't get questions right before and during. There's really no amount, is what I've learned. So I'm going to go ahead and hand you your stack as well.
I didn't know. Okay, this makes so much more sense now. I thought that it was going to be like unlabeled, we draw. But you.
I fully laid out how this
I
was
know.
going to work.
I know
I
you
said
did.
you'll read aloud.
I knew that I
did?
was going to read aloud, but I thought it would be unlabeled. We draw from an unlabeled That's why I was
Fully
like,
thought Harper was going to read us the lies and the
Oh.
truths.
Okay, well, I did say multiple times that you would be reading them out loud yourself, but it's fine.
I didn't say I was misled.
so-
I just said I thought.
What we have here is a stack of cards. Each person has a
it
certain
now.
number of
makes
truths
sense.
about themselves and their past and their, some cases, childhood, sometimes more recent things. And there's also a certain number of lies in there. Now, interestingly, Jerry has elected to switch the order of her cards around, even though I did go through the process of randomizing those before the show.
I'm putting them back.
Yeah, I guess. Just do whatever. So, what we're going to do is we're going to flip a coin. I thought that would be something you would enjoy doing. Don't you have a little coin app or something?
Oh, I do. I have a
I was
dice
like,
app.
I'm ready. Like my.
I don't have a physical coin. I don't have any money.
Technically, I have a dice app that I can use as a coin app if I just put in for a 2-sided die.
Okay, well, you've expressed a love of doing this in
This
the
is
past.
my favorite dice app. Have I pushed this dice app before? It's a very good dice app.
No, I've never seen
There's
it.
a few good dice apps out
It's
there
a
now.
really good dice
Thank God,
app.
finally.
This is not a die.
So how
That-
do
that's
we-
That is
yeah.
a die. I mean, sorry, I
So
have to set it up
So she's going to flip a two-sided die. I don't know why you're leaning in this direction.
because I have to. I don't know either.
So what's going to happen
Get
is
the fuck away
that's going to determine who goes first. That person will then read the first card from their stack, which has been randomized, which will have a statement on it. That statement will either be true or false about the person. The other person will then get the opportunity to ask a few questions. The person who's read the statement will then answer those questions either truthfully about the situation if it's true, or they will lie about the situation if the statement is not true. Eventually, the person who is guessing will make their guess, whether it's true or false. If they are correct, they will get a point. Now, there's a slight little thing in here, a slight additional rule.
What?
Which is that our correspondent at large, Nick Sanchez, has added 2 lies to these stacks. Now,
Okay.
most of the lies you wrote yourself. Most of the lies you would have written yourselves. However, I went through and wrote all of these out by hand myself so that there wouldn't be any way to tell because of that. I also reworded quite a few of them just slightly so that if there was any stumbling reading, any dead giveaways about something that would make it a lie, those have been eliminated, and so that you don't sound quite so sure no matter what you're saying. You're, we're trying to keep it interesting.
I
Yeah,
love
I
that
love
Nick, the other half of Team Chaos, came through with a chaotic.
A chaotic element.
We still feel his
Yes.
influence here in the studio tonight.
What I'm really curious to see is if Nick will have accidentally written us any truths.
And now that
Yeah.
is possible. We didn't confirm that these things. Who knows? We didn't confirm.
Oh my God.
But if you guess correctly that the statement is a lie and that it's a lie written by Nick, you will get an extra point that round. So there's a way to get a
Okay.
little bit of
Ooh,
an extra.
yum, 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 delicious,
an extra.
delicious.
Love, love, love,
Delete.
love. Okay.
All right.
Clink.
Uh,
I'm ready to flip a coin.
okay. Is it between 1 and 2?
Ones and twos, yes.
Okay. So you have microphone number 2. So how
Okay.
about we say that 2 is you and 1 is you?
Okay,
Okay.
I'm number 1. It was his
Number
hat,
two.
Mr.
Number 2, I can confirm.
Sorry, I was just gonna do like. a
He
quick
was number 2.
1. Yeah.
Okay.
This is some fun,
So
right?
do I
alternate.
read first?
That would be correct, yes.
I love listening almost as much as I love
Harper, I
lying.
did know that we were supposed to read our own.
Okay.
I did.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give Nini an extra point right now. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Feel free to comment along if you think someone's lying, if you want to add any additional questions to this. Now, you're going to get
We
to
love
ask
to fight.
You're going to get to ask a couple of questions, but I may say that it's time to guess. I may stop it.
Okay.
Or perhaps the person reading decides that's too much information. You can restrict, you can hold things back if you want to. You can play it with it a little bit.
Sure.
Let's hear our first statement.
I cannot drink Southern Comfort without gagging or worse.
Okay. So, what is Southern Comfort? Explain
Great. That's
it
a
to
great
me.
first
So
question.
Southern Comfort is technically a whiskey flavored liqueur. It's like a caramel whiskey flavored liqueur. But it's like it's like 80 proof.
So I do think that Jerry wrote this. I don't think that this is a Nick one. It's interesting because you seem like you would like us. I don't know. I think read it again.
I cannot drink Southern Comfort without gagging or worse.
Or worse. Can I ask if you've definitely had this drink before?
I have had this drink before.
Okay.
I'm going to give you one more question.
I don't know if I have one.
Okay.
I think that it's a lie.
It is absolutely true. I had
No point.
Southern Comfort. Can I give more context to that?
Please do, yeah.
Southern Comfort was my drink of choice through high school and up until my 21st birthday.
I almost asked, like, when was the first time you had it?
I would drink Southern Comfort
Should've
and
followed my
Dr.
gut.
Pepper. The last time I had it was on my 21st birthday, and I had a 3-day hangover, and I cannot think of Southern Comfort anymore.
See, I was like, either she absolutely loves it, or, which at one point
At
you
one
did,
point.
but then it was bad. It was so bad.
So bad.
All right, I'll take that card.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
All right, your turn for your first statement here.
Oh, okay. I played Marion the Librarian in a production of The Music Man.
Jesus Christ. When?
Can I answer?
Yeah, of course.
In high school.
Okay. Can I ask for more specificity within the same question, or is that my question?
You can ask another question, I think. You can
Okay.
ask maybe even another 2 questions.
Who played the opposite lead?
A person that we've actually talked about on the show, Riley Bruce. Or maybe not on the show, but maybe here.
Using full names.
Oh my god. Please don't dox him.
Whatever.
He finally changed his Twitter, Abby.
Okay, let's not be rude, but
Okay.
it was a photo from high school until apparently.
He's never gonna see
Yeah,
that.
The thing
that's
is,
true.
I
love you,
want to be
Riley.
like, okay, sing it to me, but like, I feel confident whether you've played Marion or not.
And also, you don't know the songs, right? So you
Like,
wouldn't know.
happy birthday.
This is wildly true. Yeah, fuck it. I don't think you did.
That's true.
Ooh, it's
Wait,
well.
it's
Now
true?
you're gonna need to clarify a little bit more.
Sorry, I never played Marion the Librarian.
Okay, now, do you think that this is a Nick lie?
I don't think this is a Nick lie.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 1 point.
Wait, is it because? Oh, fuck you. Sorry, the censors.
Should I explain?
Yeah,
If you'd
give
like
me,
to,
give me
if
more.
you'd like to.
I actually was in a production of The Music Man, not in high school, but in middle school, and I played Zanita. And I think that Riley Bruce was actually playing
Sorry,
the
just
lead.
real quick. Zanita is Nini.
Okay. Clink. I played Zanita, which is like, she's like the mayor's daughter or
Okay.
something. Not a soprano, so I don't think I
Yeah,
could
so
play.
you should have known. Not a soprano.
Not a
All
soprano.
right.
Anyways.
Is Marion? Oh, Jesus Christ! Great.
Let's move on to
Okay.
our second Jerry statement.
I've taken one flying lesson.
Flying lesson?
Mhm.
Okay. Does that mean in a plane?
Well, before you get in the plane, you take like the simulator.
Okay. When did this happen?
My first year at the NCEG.
And what is that?
That my first year at my first year at my first job in a hotel.
Okay. Why would you need to take a flying lesson for a job at a hotel?
It was like a customer engagement thing, where like we would take, because like remember when my job sent me to Hawaii? It was like that sort of thing where we were entertaining. So like we went and we took a flying lesson.
I'm not going to give you any more questions.
Fuck! I think that's true.
It is not true.
God damn it! Okay. Okay, I'm doing so bad.
There's still plenty of time for you to come back. We've only done literally 2.
I'm honestly devastated right
Jerry
now.
has a 1 point lead, and you're like, it's over.
I have a 2-point lead, don't I?
No, you've got 1 point.
Right. Sorry, I thought I got points for tricking her.
You know what? Maybe that's how it should work, but that's not what we're doing.
Okay, here's mine. My favorite ice cream topping is sprinkles.
Devastating if true.
What's your second favorite?
My second favorite is like hot fudge.
These are hard-hitting truths or lies.
Between hot fudge and whipped cream, but I'll take sprinkles.
What's your favorite flavor to put sprinkles on?
Just like it has to be like a classic, like a chocolate or vanilla.
Okay.
All right.
I don't really like if I'm gonna have a novelty flavor, I want it to be a novelty flavor. But I love to have like a classic chocolate or vanilla with sprinkles.
All right. I'm gonna ask you to make your guess now.
Oh, true. It's true.
It's not true. It's false. I fucking hate sprinkles. I'm anti-sprinkle.
All
What
right.
is your favorite ice cream topping?
Hot fudge.
That makes sense. Or as the story has been told many times, once in high school, Nini had to fill out a form wherein you were asked your favorite ice cream topping, but thought it was her favorite pizza topping, and so I believe wrote sausage.
So, and I have heard this story, and I was like, I've heard a story about Nini's favorite ice cream topping. Clearly, it was something stupid, so.
Yeah, I was like, your favorite ice cream topping is sausage?
Sweet and salty.
Yeah, all right. Excellent. We're just flying through these, but we do have quite a few more, so I'm going to say let's do another. We'll have some regular segments tonight as well to break this up.
I'm excited for the Reggie Seggies.
We'll have some Reggie Seggies as well.
My
Really just one Reg Seg.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My parents accidentally left me at the church after their wedding.
Okay. I do know that you were at your parents' wedding. I do know that. I don't think I've ever heard you tell me this story, so I'm not going to ask any questions and say that it's a lie.
It is 100% true.
God damn it! What? How have I never heard this?
I don't know. My mom likes to justify it by saying she wasn't in charge of me that day.
Okay.
Which, as a bride, is fair.
How old were you?
I was 11 months old to the day, which is why shit. Okay, we're good. Sorry. It's my parents' anniversary in 2 days. I was going to say, which is why I'm always the one to remind my parents of their anniversary. So I used to watch my parents' wedding video all the time, and there's an amazing clip on the wedding video where you just hear my mom say to my grandma, "Mom, where's Jerry?" And then they pan back to me in like the parking lot of a church, just like picking dandelions.
Aw,
And how old were you? You were,
I was
you were
11 months old.
Okay, perfect. You said that.
Yeah.
Excellent. I will take this card. No points. So still Jerry leading with a single point.
I love it.
After 5 rounds, Jerry leading with a singular point.
Cool.
Who's to say if any of these lies have been Nick lies or not? Who knows? But I think we can say there's still some Nick points on the table.
There are some Nick points on the table, definitely. I know it's early in the game, but I'm feeling down, honestly. I'm just going to be honest. As an athlete, this is just really, this is hard for me to be losing.
And after your big win on the soccer team this past
It was a win for us all, but it
time that
really was a
whichever
win
day
that felt
it was.
personal to me.
I don't think I've told you yet. Literally this morning, I was getting off the subway at Bryant Park, and there were the big U.S. women's soccer team posters, and I started to cry.
Yes.
I was just like, because it's like, one dream to inspire millions, and I was like,
And it did inspire millions.
yeah.
Not to pay them, but
That's a free truth for you.
Should we continue with this, or should we do?
I think let's do another.
Keep it even.
Yeah, let's do another one of yours, and then maybe even one more, because we've truly only been going for 20 minutes.
Okay. Okay. I've
seen the card, and this one's going to be a fun one.
I'm scared.
I wipe my ass sitting down.
Now, based on what you know, this could go either way, right?
Question number 1. How else would you do it?
Standing up. I'll answer that. Standing up would be the other way.
People stand up
Mm-hmm.
People with dicks stand up.
to wipe
To-
her ass.
To wipe you.
There are people in this world who stand up and wipe their ass when they.
I'm not sure that their genitalia has anything to do with it, though.
I feel like all of the discourse I've read on this, because I was confused the first time, specifically mentioned the convenience of getting around the genitalia. Because
I'm talking about. I know people with pussies who stand up to wipe their ass.
you wipe your ass
I'm
sitting
not gonna.
down.
Yeah,
You wipe your ass
I'm not
sitting
gonna let you
down.
ask any more questions.
You wipe your ass sitting down.
You think?
No,
that the
I
sta-
don't. I stand up when I wipe my ass.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why?
I don't know. It's
Do you
just
go around the back?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You know, it's sort of like a, here. Let me use this.
Oh, use that. Great. That's a good.
Sort of like a this.
You go around the back. You don't. It's just so easy to go through.
Well, I'll do like a and then I'll do like a
So really getting to know. Everybody's really getting to know each other.
I mean, I had to know. I should have known by the way you were phrasing it. Obviously.
Tricky. I mean, hey, we
I
it's
should have
intentionally
known.
tricky.
I should have known. I just couldn't believe. It's just so. Why?
It's just something that I do.
I won't. The thing is, I'm not gonna stand up unless I have to stand up. Not in the bathroom, but in life.
Okay, Clink.
That's a great policy.
See, no clink, because you will stand up when you don't have to. No clink.
All right. Do we want to do one more on each side? Oh, you're creating a barrier. You just created a barrier. I don't even want there to be a person between us.
It's like I feel like I have like better access in a way.
We don't need to talk about it more.
Okay.
We can. We can,
You
but
can't spread your legs while you're standing unless you pretend you're sitting.
Squat.
Right.
That's all I'll
That's
say.
when I said pretend you're sitting, I did mean squat.
great. 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 Let's have another Jerry card.
I can't. I've lost 2 cell phones in the ocean.
Okay. Tell me the 2 times that you lost them.
The first time was when I was a teen with my parents in Maine. The second time was my first year of college, the summer after it, in Ocean City with my high school friends.
I think
What-
we can definitely ask some more questions.
Can you tell me what kind of cell phones they were?
The first
remember?
one was a little flip phone, and I loved it because it had a button on the side, and you could like poof.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one was one. It wasn't like a sidekick like this, but it was like this.
Yeah.
You could but it still had the number pad.
But you don't
Okay.
know what the actual names of either of these were.
No, absolutely not. It had a touch screen, but like in like the old-fashioned way,
Like
and
a
it
palm
slid
pre,
up.
honestly.
Maybe.
Was it a palm pre?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And oh shit, what was my other question?
I think it will be your last one.
Can you tell me the ways in which they were lost?
The first one was over the side of a boat. The second
In Maine?
in Maine with my parents, because I can't afford to be on a boat without my parents. We were on a whale watching / fishing trip because my parents love to fucking fish. And the second time it was in my jean pockets and I forgot.
I think you're going to have to guess at this point.
Yeah. See, it's hard because you're giving me details in a way that is making me be like, is it a lie? But also the details are
And
coming
thus
pretty
the
quick.
game.
I'm going to say it's true.
It is not true.
God damn it!
Just a truly low-scoring game out
Honestly,
here.
it's like every time I think it's going to be something, I should just say the opposite. That seems to be what's happening here.
Consider it.
What, is any of that true? You just made it up all on the spot?
I
imagine
used to
you
go
had
to
those
Maine
phones.
with my. I had those phones. I used to go to Maine with my parents as a kid. I used to go to Ocean City with my friends as a teen, and I've never lost a phone in the ocean, but I have burnt several phones by them being in my pocket and then falling out.
Okay.
Like I was walking over a fire pit and they fell out.
Okay, I was very confused about
Burnt. Yeah, me too. Me
Did they have flesh? What? Terrifying phone.
No, I spent a couple hours once when I was like 19 looking for my phone, only to discover the next day that it was burnt to a cinder in the fire pit.
Jerry, I love your tales. They're so good.
Should we do a reg seg?
Yeah, let's do a regular segment. Like
Okay.
our regular segment,
This
the segment
is a
that we
segment
do.
we do
This is a
every
segment we do
week.
every
This is
single
a
week.
segment
Every
we've
week.
done before.
It's a segment that we
We'll
do
it
that we love to
again.
do, where we talk about lots of different content that we've consumed over the past week, like movies, television, music, podcasts, books, really anything you can consume with your five senses, I think is fair game.
Your sixth senses, right?
Okay, I can see dead people.
Well, that might be on a card later, so let's...
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is a segment we like to call Pitch a Tent.
Pitch that tent.
We talk about
We
content.
pitch content to each other.
We
Yeah,
talk about
that's the name.
content.
All right, we've got a few things. This week. Where should we
Yeah.
start? Well, maybe with a revisit of something that we did talk about last week.
We'll do that.
We didn't get deep into this, but last week we talked about the new Netflix series,
Tales of the City.
Tales of the City. They went ahead and added the
Season 1
original,
of the original.
Tales of the City to Netflix.
Wow.
And so we watched a couple of
the
episodes.
First
We watched like
maybe
two or three.
three.
Yeah. We've not gotten through this, but
It's
almost, I would say almost immediately it was extremely evident, like, we were like, oh, that's a reference to that, that's a
Yeah,
reference to
it
that,
was
that's supposed
like
to be like that, that's supposed to be like
everything
that.
we needed to know
Was in like,
it was in episode 1.
yeah,
Like-
really.
Like
Love that.
for any like visual reference or like whatever, it was all in episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
I love a callback, honestly.
In the
She-Hulk.
modern series, we were constantly annoyed by the character dragging around her wheelie suitcase. And we learned that that's a reference to the original series.
In which she's
she's
also
dragging around
fucking
the
useless.
yeah. Her character's been exactly the same forever. She's just kind of the worst.
Right, because you're like
Not the actual worst, but
'cause
like
I
just
had been like, oh, like we've outgrown her as a culture, and so we can look back and be like, oh, she's embarrassing. But
no,
actually,
she's embarrassing in the first one.
always
Yeah, she was
embarrassing.
embarrassing then. I did think it was maybe a sort of thing where
I need to see more things Laura Linney is in to figure out like if she's ever done a different character.
I sat behind her one year at the Tony Awards.
wow.
Did you?
I say, and I was on TV.
Did you ask her about Tales of the City?
I didn't, but my mom loves to be like, ask your best friend Laura Linney, because she was nominated for a Tony Award, and the cameraman kneeled in front of her, and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to be seen by 6 million viewers, and so then you can see me in the background while they do the whole, like, you know, nomination for Best Actress in whatever, and they're doing like, ging, gong, you know, and they go to her, and this is literally my face in the background.
That's great.
Just a big old shit-eating grin.
I love that. Harper, you'll be pleased to know that while I did just pour water all down my front, none of it got on the microphone.
Nice. That's good news. Because boy, would I have been sad. Let me just double check that though.
Are we
I
good?
think we're okay.
We're good.
I was gonna say that I just recently rewatched Sandwich Night, which is a thing that happens on
Oh
MNN.
yeah, which we were both on.
We were there, and you can very much, at one point, I lean into camera and take a bite. Like, from behind someone, lean in and go like,
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Okay. So that's Tales of the City. We might
Yeah.
watch more of that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know either.
it wasn't as infuriating as the modern, I think, just because it was old, and it's much easier for old shit to be like, well, it was fine for the time.
Well, and watching it, I did make me think like that the new series was supposed to be campier than I originally
Yeah.
understood. Just because watching the new series, I won't call out anybody specific, but I didn't think that the acting was phenomenal. And then watching the original series, I was like, oh, maybe it's supposed to be that way. Maybe it's like in reference to how the acting is
Yeah.
not good in this at all.
Yeah,
Like,
I literally love when it's sort of like, it's like bad acting, but it's like supposed to be bad.
right.
Because it's like a whole style. Like,
That said,
sort
I
of
couldn't tell if it was supposed to be bad, so,
Sure.
Yeah.
But I love when it's like bad acting on purpose.
Yes.
Because I'm like, that's a style in and of itself, which I
Oh, it's hard to
Love.
be bad at acting on
Right.
purpose.
yeah.
Camp
Right?
is a complicated thing to put your finger on and to reproduce.
As we all learned
During the Met Gala.
during the Met Gala and never
Yeah.
before then.
That not camp.
Should we talk about
Veronica Mars.
Yes.
Okay.
So this went on Hulu. After not being on for a while, right?
A really long time. Like last summer, I watched it for the first time. I watched all 3 seasons and I watched the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Third season in movie can go, but the first 2 seasons I absolutely loved. It is like early 2000s. It is
04, I think, is the
truly
first season.
The costuming is killing
the
me.
costuming is amazing. It is truly star-studded.
Paris Hilton.
Amazing guest stars throughout the series. Sort of like, what? I did not expect it to be this person.
We were
and
just
yet
like
here we are.
we were just like at the same time during one episode. Jerry and I go, "Is it Jessica Chastain?" Like,
And was it?
it was.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, what's his name? Who was in Breaking Bad? Aaron Paul.
Oh well, he's got that new mezcal or something. They've got
Oh,
they've got a new alcohol. I forget
That
exactly
feels
what
right.
it is.
He's
feels right.
he's there.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Leighton Meester, Adam Scott in that
Oh yeah.
bad
I
episode.
haven't rewatched that one yet, but yeah.
It's like it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Well, I was surprised about how good it was in general because I watched Veronica Mars for the first time when our friend Kelsey lent me DVDs in probably 2010?
Yeah, that sounds right.
2010, so almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was when I first watched it, and I enjoyed it a great deal at the time. I love a plucky detective,
Love.
It's true.
of course.
We love Dad, honestly.
I'm a little less into Dad on a rewatch,
We've
actually.
been doing a rewatch and being kind of like,
bit of a hypocrite some of the time, ain't he?
but like, what dad isn't a hypocrite, you know? And
It's-
if there's
yeah,
one
fair.
thing we can all learn from our parents, it's that sometimes it's okay to be a hypocrite.
It is. He's also a cop, and
Yeah. You have to sort of pretend that they're not cops to care at all.
We talked
Yeah.
a little bit about like the Veronica Mars like energy of cops are bad, but only because they're bad at being cops.
right, which
Like
is
it
weird
upholds
because
the ideal of the cop. Like it recognizes that
Right.
the cops are bad, but like loves
Right.
the ideal. Sorry.
Yeah, it's sort of like the want to find the truth and to sort of be like, you're doing a bad thing, don't do that, is fine, but whatever. Prison should not exist.
Right.
Jails should not exist.
I love anytime you
But-
ever see any piece of media, book, movie, TV show about like a cop who isn't a piece of shit. Like they have to be like, well, some laws don't deserve to be enforced. You know what I mean? Like they always have like a relationship with petty criminals, and like they're like, oh, that's not the kind of crime I'm going out for.
Right.
And it's just like, the laws are bad.
The laws are bad.
Like we can't make a piece of fiction without having good cops say some laws are bad.
Yeah.
What? Laws are
Also,
Yeah.
no such thing as good cops.
yeah.
right. No,
Okay, clink.
yes.
Love our, we always manage to just slip it right into every show. We don't like cops here.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
All cats are beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, clink.
Oh, clink, clink, clink. Clink, clink, everybody.
But the show, love the mystery, love the overarching mystery, love like mystery or monster of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love overarching.
But over, yes, the
Villain
X-Files model.
Exactly. Okay. It's great. The theme song is great. We
Yeah.
were just singing it before we went live.
We do it again, but these two will
Come
reproduce
on,
it
now,
perfectly.
sugar.
Yeah.
Just remember me well. Yeah,
It's very
great.
funny. It's very fun to
It is.
sort of whisper sing the first half and then sort of squeal screech the second half.
Yeah, Squill Screech is my. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just trying to contribute, but at the quietest volume possible, so I don't.
Yeah.
Anyone.
You sing this year.
So yeah,
It's true.
Jerry's singing this
This
year.
year, 2019, we whisper sing.
So, yeah, we love you're enjoying it. What episode are you on?
Whew, we watched quite a bit of the first season.
When I went to bed,
Yeah.
we had just watched the slut shame episode, the one with the purity test, where we first
Oh,
Where
meet
you meet Mac for the
Oh,
first time.
we
Yeah.
love Mac.
Mhm.
Love Mac.
Meg and Veronica. There's a lot of fan fiction about those two.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh, I
Interesting.
fully believe that.
Yeah,
And
Emma, my girlfriend, was like, I write a few, is what she said.
Sure.
You know, it's like cute, and honestly, if you like rewatch it with that in mind, it's like, yeah, what's going on here? It does feel kind of gay, and especially in some later
for
episodes.
Sure. Also, is
Like-
Emma busy? I miss Emma in the chat.
Emma, she's watching, I think.
I don't want to call him out. I'm just saying I miss Emma.
We welcome lurkers.
Emma,
Love
we
Emma.
miss you
I
and we
miss
love
Emma.
you.
But we, of course,
But I
love
also
them.
appreciate if Emma feels like can't comment because doesn't want to give away any truths or lies.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
Appreciate
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Veronica Mars. Well, Emma watched we were rewatching it, and then she watched 6 episodes without me, which was fine, and then I just started up
Yeah,
at episode 8 or 9 or whatever.
Mhm. We'll probably
And
do
then
something
we-
Yeah.
similar because
Yeah.
I might watch more of it, and I don't think you care as much.
Yeah. Well,
There's
that's
Emma.
the-
Emma says she's here.
Hi, I love you.
There were so many, especially prestige shows that I don't want to say. There are just so many shows that I've watched exclusively through the model of Harper watches the whole thing. I'm there for a few episodes.
Yeah.
Which does me well, you know?
Yeah.
I
I'll
can
get you
speak to
as
the
about as
overarching
far as
plot
you
of
need
most
to,
Right.
Mad Men, Monk,
Yes.
the prestige dramas.
Sure.
Psych.
Pineapples. In every
Breaking
episode.
Bad.
Yeah.
That's not true. I won't watch Breaking
You know
Bad.
who else is in Veronica
Actually.
Mars, which overlaps in my interests, is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, renowned housewife and entertainer,
Yes!
Lisa Rinna.
I said, actually, is that Lisa
Logan
Rinna?
Eccles' mom?
That is Logan
Okay.
Eckel's mom,
Okay.
and she is actually married to Harry Hamlin, who
Who's
plays Logan
Logan
Eckel's
Eckel's
dad.
dad?
Okay. Because I did say
She booked
is
2
that-
episodes, and then they were like,
there is one moment where Logan's dad is doing whatever, and I think Lisa Rinna is meant to be drinking and miserable.
Crying, yeah.
Drinking and
Single
crying.
tear.
But she looks so horny.
yeah, she's a delight. Okay.
A horror is going on behind a door, and she's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember things going well for her ultimately in the series.
No.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine that they would.
Okay.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
Let's see. Is there one other thing on our list here?
Um,
Oh, Drop Dead Gorgeous is also. This is a lot of Hulu stuff, huh?
yeah.
Well, Tales was
Just
Netflix, I
Netflix.
guess. But Drop Dead Gorgeous was something that I was seeing lots of people tweeting about that it was going to be back on Hulu, and also something that I probably watched a really long time
Yeah.
ago and hadn't seen since.
When I asked if you'd seen it, you said probably on Comedy Central.
Yeah, probably as a, I
Yeah.
think it was a movie that Comedy Central used to play a lot. When I was in middle school or something.
I've actually never seen the movie, and to me it was always like, have you seen Drop Dead Gorgeous? Have you seen Best in Show? And I was a Best in Show, never seen Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Because they are both
Aren't they-
mockumentaries.
Yes.
Okay. I was
Um,
a Drop Dead Gorgeous, never a Best in Show. I will say, if you try to watch Drop Dead Gorgeous without even a hint of the nostalgia filter, it will not go well.
Yeah, you're going to be in trouble, folks. It does not hold up in
No.
many ways.
I love the memeable moments. I love some of the quotes. I see the overarching story as fun. I like the moment, but
Yeah, I wouldn't say I had a great time. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I'm
I
probably
was
gonna watch
mostly
it
like-
with Emma.
no, and you should. And I know that Emma has some good
And if you have
for it.
nostalgia for it, yeah, that's. But I don't think that Emma would not acknowledge
Oh,
that it
no,
has
no.
massively problematic elements.
No,
I'm
she's
sure
told
she
me.
would.
Yeah.
She's already told me.
It's
But I think
it's a
it
real
needs
mess.
to be watched.
It's
I
a
will
real
say,
mess.
I do think it is Allison Janney's audition tape for the.
Love Allison Janney.
What's the
for
ice
the ice
skating
skating
movie
one. Oh man,
with Tori Spelling, Tori Amos, Tanya Harding.
Tanya.
Tanya.
Oh,
I-
yeah, yeah.
Tanya.
What's her
I-
name?
I,
Margot Martindale. No.
Uh,
Margot Robbie.
Yes.
Margot Martindale, famous
Um,
character actress Margot Martindale.
Emily's saying that she loves baby
I
Kirsten
also
Dunst.
love baby.
You know
Kristen
what
Dunst.
movie we
That
could watch
is also
as a
star-studded.
stream for
It
this
is a very
show is
star-studded.
Dick.
Okay.
Do you know Dick?
I do know Dick. That's a movie
Hilarious.
that fits actually in the exact same thing where I watched that on Comedy Central as
I know Dick. I've never seen
Baby-
Dick.
speaking
I would
of
love
baby
that.
Kristen Dunst.
I would love that. I've never seen Dick.
It is
Yeah, Alice and Danny is
hilarious
amazing in that.
and good.
Yeah.
Alice and Janet, if you
I-
don't know, probably from The West Wing.
Recently, when a quick
Or Juno.
Or Juno.
Yeah. I was doing a tiny amount of, Tanya. I was, for a recent ref,
Yeah.
I was doing a tiny amount of Googling and I found out, did anyone ever watch the cheerleader heist movie, Sugar and Spice?
No,
Oh, I know what
but
that is. I can picture the
sounds
cover.
Intriguing.
Where
So-
they have do they have weird masks?
Yeah, they have, they're like Barbie doll masks or something.
I
They're meant to be.
Sounds familiar, but I can't say I've seen it.
I have seen it several times for some reason. But what I learned is that Something Williams, I believe, who wrote the screenplay for Drop Dead Gorgeous, originally started writing the screenplay for Sugar and Spice. And then, there were enough changes and it got sort of, far enough out of her hands that she was like, I won't take credit for this. And so that movie is actually, though the screenplay is largely written by her, at least in the fundamental ways, that movie is credited to a fictional person.
Is it an Alan Smithy situation?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Well,
But they came from the same minds originally, which I think is interesting. And
Yeah.
I have an interest in rewatching Sugar and Spice because I did watch it several times as a preteen to teen.
yeah.
Green.
A pre.
Yeah, we could watch Dick.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's watch Dick.
I think that would be something that we would all enjoy.
Yeah,
And the costumes in that movie.
Should we explain what that is at all? It's sort of a Forrest Gumping, but with
but better. Way
teen-
better.
Yeah.
It's basically
just in
saying,
that they affect history is what I
yeah,
really
yeah,
mean.
yeah. It's basically sort of covering the Watergate scandal.
Yeah.
And they make it so that these two teenage girls are responsible, are Deep Throat, and responsible for exposing Nixon and his treachery. But it's it's sort of very haha, we're laughing at dumb girls, but actually they're so good and
Right.
you love them. And if you don't hate women, you're like, oh yeah, they're so good, you know?
We should watch it.
I love a teen girl movie where you were raised to think it was trivial and then you're like, actually this is amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. It's exactly that.
Yeah. I will say, can anyone think of a bad movie Kirsten Dunst is in?
I'm sure someone can.
I just want to say,
Probably one of the Spider-Mans.
I was going to say her in the Spider-Man movie, the
Yeah.
upside down kiss really
I forgot
turned me
about
out.
the
that's
Spider-Man,
iconic.
but yeah.
What are you gonna
Yeah.
do?
It was good, but I
Um,
remember her saying that it was cold and uncomfortable.
I bet.
Yeah, that makes sense,
They
but
were
she's
being
a
rained
professional.
on and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a professional who goes out on a web for her art.
Yeah, she literally does. Love it.
I
Now
want
I'm
to
wishing
do.
I had some Mary Jane. Okay.
I want to do one final tent though. Actually, can I pitch my whiskey?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I have. I was at the whiskey store and I was looking for something and I didn't know what, and I was very happy. I've been drinking, so you said it could be any of our sentences, and mine is my mouth and my sobriety. This is a whiskey that I've been to this distillery, Stranahan's. It's in Denver. Two of my best friends used to live within a 2-minute walk of this distillery, and I just found out that they sell it at our local liquor store, and I am very happy about it. And it tastes
Amazing.
delicious. If
Should
have
we
any
each give it a
whiskey fans.
sniff?
Excuse me.
Yeah,
let
give
me
it a sniff.
smell
Wait,
it.
hang on,
I
ready?
won't taste
Ooh,
it.
good sound effect. Hopefully we got that. It smells like whiskey. It's kind of sweet though. It seemed.
chocolate.
I can
Wow.
honestly, sniffing it, I bet it does taste
It's
good.
the kind of whiskey I really like, which is to say it's not super sour like a bourbon. It's not super smoky. It's just like a sweet, warm, lovely flavor.
If I were to take a sip of it, I bet afterwards I'd say that's smooth.
How much would you bet that? If you do ever find
Ooh,
yourself
that's
in
smooth.
Denver, they also have a really nice bar in the distillery. It's a lovely
Should
time.
I offer a sip of this
Yeah, do you
to
want
you
to
as
smell
well?
it? Taste it?
Yeah, I'll taste it. Honestly, that is smooth.
It is really good.
It really is.
I wanted something that would be really low effort to drink. Like,
Wow.
just be
I
comfortable.
thought
very
it was going to
drinkable.
be like...
It's really comfortable.
I thought it was going to be like this sort of reaction, like... Ah. I
played that up. When I drank, everybody knows I played that up.
I saw a really good video on, speaking of tent, really good video on Twitter recently that was someone doing like takes as like an actor on stage drinking like alcohol, but it's just water. It was really good. It was sort of, you can imagine what it might be.
No, I
And
love
you'll have
it.
to since you don't have them.
And I'm not going to tell you where you can find it.
Well, speaking of being deceptive about things, should we...
Let's get back to the game.
Should we go back
Yeah.
in? I believe it is going to be a Jerry turn up next.
I will say I
Jerry,
have to
turn
pee
up.
now, so I'm going to be an even worse liar.
Okay.
I have to pee too,
All right.
but don't worry. I love to hold it in.
Yeah, well, we're like pretty deep into the show. We got to actually kind of fly through these. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's go.
I got my doe hunting license when I was 12. Doe is a female deer.
I know, doe, a deer, a female deer. Okay, I do know that.
Ray, that's Jerry's dad's name.
It really is.
Me, let's talk about me again. Anyways, I don't think we can go any further than that, can
Probably
we?
not.
Honestly, I'm kind of drunk again.
Oh, no.
What's going on? Okay, so where did you get it?
At the,
She found it.
Where do you go?
you take a hunt safety course at the Rod and Gun Club, and then you apply for it. My parents did the actual paperwork, but that is what I had to do to get it, and then they mailed it to the house
And why would you do that?
because it was what my parents wanted me to do. They had it. My cousins had it. My friends in school had it. So I got it. We used to get. We used to get hunting season off as like a holiday.
Okay, I think it's a lie.
It is a lie.
Yes!
All
Okay.
But everything I said was true.
I
did-
believe you. I did believe the details, but I was like, I don't think.
I
One
like-
to one, baby.
That's a tied game.
I like to think that you knew it was a lie because I said that I did it because everyone else did.
Yeah, I was like, actually, the thing that set me off was you were like, it's what my parents wanted me to do. And I was like, I don't think that I was like, I don't think that holds up.
They did ask me to do it several times.
All right.
Okay.
If you're just joining us, we are doing a game where one of these, we're going back and forth. Jerry and Nini are reading a statement that is either true or a lie. The other is determining which of those it is. That's as simple as I can explain it.
Yes. Okay. Here's mine. I have had sex in a classroom.
What classroom?
It was a classroom in the Fine Arts Center.
You were an adult. We should absolutely
I was an
clarify.
adult. I was like 22, so I was fully an adult. It was a classroom in the Fine Arts Center. It was one where I took like my like stagecraft class there or something. It was like behind my acting class.
Was it with the person I think it was, and have I heard this story
You're
before?
fully leaned out of the camera.
Oh, sorry. Was it with the person I think it was, and have I heard this story before?
I don't know.
Was it with an ex of yours who I've met?
I'm not gonna
Okay,
tell
that's
you.
fair. That's fair.
I'm
This is
I'm
true.
not gonna tell you who it was
This
with.
is true. This is true.
Yeah, it
I've
is
heard
true.
this story before.
It is
I've heard this
true.
story
It is true.
All
I'm
right.
sad to say that the hookup, the kindlings for it started actually in an IHOP.
That I don't think I know. I
And
don't
then we
think
were
I
in
knew
my
that.
car, and then it was like,
Let's
where
not
do
give
we?
any more
It
details.
was
Yeah.
like, where do we go?
Yeah.
And it was like, let's go to a classroom late at night. We
Okay.
got in, and it happened.
Yeah.
There you go.
God
So Jerry takes the lead again, though.
damn it!
All right. I once stole a box of Andy's mints from a coworker who screwed up a project.
Oh, okay. Which coworker?
My friend Cheryl.
Okay, what did she fuck up?
It was a sale we were both working on, and we lost it. And I didn't think she deserved the mints.
This is going to be your last question.
Where were you both working?
At the NCD, which I referenced earlier, and you didn't remember either.
Okay.
My first job in Norman of the hotel.
Yes, gotcha.
All right. Let's see.
I think this is true.
This is not true.
Okay, you wouldn't do that.
Can I get an extra point for selling?
Why would you get an extra point?
No reason. No reason.
Okay.
Did she fuck up a deal, though?
No, she's amazing. She's amazing at her job.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was interesting you elected to throw her under the bus instead of just a name that was a lie.
It's important to go with partial truths.
Okay.
I once sharded in a swimsuit while at a country club.
This is true.
Yeah, that is true.
Wow.
I was like, does Jerry know this story?
Well, you put it in there. Do you want to tell it since we didn't get any fun questions or anything?
Yeah, one time I was at a country club that I didn't belong to.
Of course.
And I was with...
I've been to the same country club and I always felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
With a friend of ours.
Yeah, I went with my friend and he and I were chatting by the pool and he was talking about something like sort of like serious, like sort of like girlfriend problems or something. And I was like, oh, I have to fart. And I was like, oh, and I like farted and I was like, what? And I was like, no, it's fine. And then I was like, no, I think something's different about this.
Mm-hmm.
I went into the bathroom. It was like a Hollister in there. It was like so dark.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
why is it dark?
Was it extremely loud?
No,
Is
it was
Hollister
like,
loud? Which one's loud?
Honestly, if I had to pick somewhere to shit, it would be a Hollister. Like,
You couldn't
dark,
hear it.
loud,
Heavily
smell it.
scented?
heavily
you couldn't
scented.
smell it for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Probably could just like shit on the
Honestly,
ground in a
can we make
Hollister.
every bathroom a Hollister? Or every
Um,
Hollister a bathroom is a better plan.
So I went to the bathroom and I was like, yeah, it wasn't like a solid, you know, it was just like,
Well, no, it was
Right.
a shard. If it was,
It was a
a solid,
shard.
it would have, yeah.
and I was
What
like,
if it had been solid?
okay.
All right, let's go on to our next round.
Okay. What do we got?
God damn it. I gave you that one.
I lost my virginity in a cow pasture. There were cows in the pasture.
Is that,
Were you about to say, is that true?
no, was that the full sentence?
It's two sentences, actually.
Yeah.
I
You
lost
can see
my
it. I wrote them out so that it would be fine if you saw it.
I lost my virginity in a cow pasture. There were cows in the pasture.
Okay, tell me about it. Who was it
That's
with?
not a question.
Okay, is it weird to ask how old you were?
Wait, don't.
It doesn't matter.
It's not weird.
You don't have to answer that.
After Harper's earlier question, I feel like I shouldn't answer.
Let me ask a different question. Like, what time was it?
Nighttime. I wasn't looking at a clock.
What time was it? Well, you know, if it had been daybreak, the cows would have been mooing to wake everybody up. That classic farm animal.
I'm trying to think of the cow schedule.
Uh-huh.
Like, were the cows cows awake?
Were the cows awake, Jerry?
Cows don't sleep at I don't know.
Cows don't sleep. All right, no more questions. We're going to leave it at cows don't sleep.
Cows don't sleep consistently, all at the same time.
It's true.
It is true.
Holy shit! Yes! I just wanted it to be true so bad.
To be fair, it's not like it was next to a cow. It was a big pasture.
Sure, they were just in the landscape.
They were in the they were.
Did you lay down a blanket or was
Yes,
it just like
we laid
okay.
down a blanket? It was a real ladybird moment,
Okay.
Like truly,
Like
okay.
who's on top for their first time.
Okay, wow.
Clink.
Well, it's just everybody's giving a lot of details.
Excuse me.
I don't think Nick or I mentioned sex when we played this game.
Well, y'all wouldn't, and we would.
No,
to
fair
be
enough.
fair.
No, you're right.
Okay, sorry that this is also a sex one.
Uh-oh. This is a blank one. How'd this?
Sorry.
That's weird.
I didn't mean to throw you off. I just got a blank one.
I think it's fine. I think you still have the right number.
We'll find out.
I hope so. Oh boy.
Okay. I have had 4 threesomes.
4 is such a specific
Really
number.
specific.
Which 4?
Wow. I'm not going to allow that question. I'm not going to allow that question. I'll say.
Over what period of time? You know, like give me like a time frame.
Sure. So one happened spring of my junior year.
Okay.
One happened like winter of my senior year.
Uh-huh.
One happened summer after I graduated, and one happened fall of 2017.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say Fall of Troy.
I was like, yeah. I'm not trying to implicate anyone else.
I'm
but
just saying, why after 3 did you keep keeping count?
Oh, that's an interesting question, and it's going to be your last question.
I'm not keeping count. I just looked back and was like, this is how many I've had.
Okay. Can I have one more question?
What's the question?
Is there a number above? Like we've said threesome. Like this is the maximum.
Oh, interesting.
Like each of these is the most people.
Or I don't know if I want to answer that.
All right,
You do
I'm going to
not
say you
have
don't
to.
have to. I'm going to say you don't have to.
I'll say it's true.
It's not true. I've never had sex.
That's fair. I just thought you were slightly more interesting. Or
I
less,
know, I know. No, yeah. Should I say how many I've had?
Sure.
No.
Only if you want to.
I've had 2.
maybe. Okay.
Okay.
See, and that's a number you keep track of.
Yeah, that one I know.
All right. Oh, interestingly, another number situation here.
I've been in 3 car accidents.
Same thing, right? No, what does that even mean?
Okay, can you tell me about them?
I was only driving for one of them.
Okay.
For that one, I was driving down a dirt road and I took a corner too sharp and I spun around a bunch of times and then went off road. It barely counts as a car accident, but we did wind up a little bit sideways before having to like fix it. I didn't have to call anyone. The other 2 were both my dad driving. One, someone was rear-ended, and the other one, I was only 1 year old, so I don't exactly remember how it happened, but I know that I was in the car accident.
Wow, I guess the other person didn't see the baby on board sign.
Yeah, seriously. Okay. So, one of them you were driving, one of them you were a baby.
I was 1 year old.
One of them you were how old?
I was 13.
All right, I think that's probably plenty of questions.
I think it's false.
It is.
All right.
Okay,
That's
so I'm
going to
getting
tie
better.
the game up, everybody.
I've been in 0 car
That's going to
accidents.
tie the game up 3-3.
Oh, really? You just made all that up?
That's-
Yeah.
Oh my god, good job!
Good
Girl
job,
power!
indeed.
Well, that's
Job
not true. I
indeed.
did do the spinning around thing, but we stayed on the road.
Okay.
And then
Okay,
I just
so
drove
we
away.
only have 4 left?
I have 4 left.
4 left on
Do you
both
have
sides?
I have like
You have 5?
5.
Ah.
Are any of them
Wait, I have
blank?
6.
Are any of them blank?
How do you have 6? 4.
Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, let me go again. Let me go twice in a row.
Wait, how did this happen?
Wait. What?
I don't know. I had 1 blank one, which would make 5, but you have 6. How many did you submit?
What?
Did you do 5 and 5?
Yeah.
Are any
here?
of mine missing? Was some of them you
Wait,
didn't
do
think
I
were
have
worthwhile?
2 nicks?
You should both
We should
have
both have
2
2
nicks.
nicks.
Do I have 3 nicks?
No.
Do I have eunuchs? Anytime I,
can't
say
remember.
to Nick on
Should
the
I check
chat,
mine and see if I'm missing one?
Sometimes to Nick I'll say, "We love you, Nick," and he is like,
Don't call me a
Don't
eunuch.
call me a eunuch. And I hate when he does that. Because I'm just trying to tell him I love him. You know what I mean? Like, rude.
Yeah, all mine are accounted for.
Did you send me extras, Neen?
No.
All mine are accounted for, and I only have 2 nicks.
Did we accidentally go back and you did one when it should have been you doing one?
Maybe because we restarted after the break with me. Is that what it was?
Oh, yeah, probably.
If we restarted after the break with me, and I had...
If you're watching at home and know what happened, let me know. I think that this seems correct, though, right? You're not missing any that you know
No,
of.
I just...
I don't have a way to look at yours
I think
discreetly
they're all accounted for.
because of the way that you sent them to me.
Oh.
Which isn't your fault. It's just so I don't know. I can't confirm yours, but like maybe I think you should just go twice, I guess.
Okay, here's one. I can queef on command.
When/how did you learn this skill?
All right. It must have been high school. And I think it was just like a product of me sort of like being upside down. Like I have to, I can do it, but I have to be in a position.
I'm
It's
not
not
giving
like,
you any questions after
You know
that.
what I want to ask!
ask it.
Will you do it right now?
I have to sort of like,
No. No, right? No, right?
I'm not going to do it,
No,
but I
because
can.
it would prove, you can't do it because it would prove whether or not it's true. So I won't allow it because that would be evidence one way or the other.
But I have to
And
be
also we'd get, we'd get permanently banned. They'd be like, what were you thinking? No, it would probably be fine, but...
It's like such a fun party trick once everybody is like kind of like too far gone to remember.
I'm on the fence here because 1, I want it to be true. And 2, we've been friends for so long and never once have you queefed on command in front of me.
Interesting.
That's true.
I'm going to say it's true.
It is true. I can.
I'll say,
I'll see you after the
I've
show.
heard it.
I'm pretty
I'll say
sure
I've heard it.
has.
I definitely have. Oh, I definitely.
Like,
I might have been there the
multiple
first
times.
time when you figured it out. The thing is, I was like, at first, I knew the upside down part. Like,
yeah.
So anyway,
I love
Yeah.
that's a point for Jerry, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's have another Cassini.
Okay.
I'm getting so pink. I know like it's partially because of the white balance because we're both in white, but I'm so pink.
Okay. One year, my family's Christmas card featured Elphaba from Wicked.
Like the real one?
What's that
What is
mean?
Like
The
real
actual
one?
Wicked Witch?
The one who was on Broadway at the time.
Yes.
Which year? Which
Oh,
Elphaba?
that's actually
year,
a
which
good
Elphaba?
question. You want me to give you the actress's name? Shoshana Bean.
Okay.
2000.
No, could easily be a fake name as far as you.
That
know,
is
don't
actually
know.
a real person's name.
Right, but also I realized immediately afterwards, it doesn't, of course you would know the name of the alphabet.
Shoshana Bean, 2007, probably.
You get one more.
Oh, I gotta make good. What did the rest of you wear?
What?
What did the rest of you wear? This is less to
What
establish
did
veracity.
the rest of you wear? So there is some assumption happening here that it wasn't just Elphaba. But what did the rest of you wear?
We wore whatever we were wearing to see the show.
What were you
that
wearing?
night. I was wearing a. God, I can really see what my sibling was wearing, but it's hard for me to remember what I was wearing.
Give me any outfit details. I want them so bad.
Okay, do you know those like knit hats that
Like a beanie?
like yeah, like a beanie, but they were like the hats with like the tiny knit brim, and they would sit back.
Oh, that slouchy
Slouch?
shit? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my sibling was wearing that. I definitely was wearing a lot of eyeliner, and my bangs were straight.
Okay. I'll take it. Let's go.
You think it is?
I think it's real.
You think it's real?
It is real.
It is real.
Yeah, it is real.
It is real. I felt a confidence in my soul from the beginning, but I did want so many details.
Maybe
To
I should be.
update, Everybody at home, it is 5-3 currently, and I think we have an even number of cards
I
left.
have 3.
I have 4.
Jesus Christ, Nene!
Do I do a...
Yeah, you need to do one more.
Do one more.
Why did this happen?
I truly don't understand what happened and where we lost
But I
this.
don't know. We're going to have to go back and count because this might be...
Did you give me more things?
No, I only gave you 10
You
things.
checked?
This might be a false... Because this could be a very false victory if, like, Nene's given me 15 and I've gotten 5 and I've given Nene 7 and she's gotten 3.
Let me see.
That's
Let me
easy.
see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Okay, well, I'll say there's still some Nick
Oh, I have
points
4. I
available.
have 4. I
You
also have 4.
Okay,
I
you
can't
both
count.
have 4. You both have 4. You
Okay,
both have
okay,
4.
we both have 4. So
What
Jerry
a
can
relief.
go. Jerry
What a
can
relief.
go.
Still
Do you
some Nick
remember-
points on the
Do you
table,
remember
I'll
last
say.
week when you two were both drunk and I was like, I'm fine?
Right.
That's not today.
Okay. Okay. Great. So both players have admitted to being a little bit drunk at this point.
Yeah.
I would love like a Thai noodle right now.
I would love...
Anybody in the comments, if
pee.
you want to order me a Thai noodle, just text me.
We all need to pee, so we're going to have to keep going with our game.
I have never touched a snake.
Okay, here's the thing I know about you and snakes. You hate them so much.
It is making me sick to think about them right now.
So this is interesting. Tell me you've never touched a snake, but
They are horrible, sneaky creatures. Why would I do that?
yeah, I think it's false.
It is false.
Because I think that you would have to have a reason to not like them.
That is not sound logic. I have
Interesting.
absolutely no reason to not like them. I've only touched the ones I'm not afraid of, which are the big ones.
Oh, you're not afraid of the big ones.
I'm not afraid of the big
The
ones.
small ones are less predictable.
Okay.
I will hold a boa in a controlled circumstance. You know, there's always like some sort
Sure.
of circumstance in which
Britney
someone's like,
Spears.
hold my big snake.
Yes, Britney Spears once lent
Um,
Jerry her snake.
So like, I feel like
Mama.
in those, I'm like, I can power through this. I trust it. Like, this end is over here. This end is over here.
Sure.
And like, should something go wrong, someone's gonna be here.
Right.
The little ones,
Wiley.
truly creatures from hell. Jesus.
She does hate them.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the big ones, to
Yeah.
be clear.
No,
Yeah.
no, but I'm brave and I
Yes.
can get through
Yeah.
the big ones.
Yeah. You
And
face
they-
your fears there.
I think if someone handed it to me in such a way that I could hold a little
All right,
one
we
behind
can.
the head and at the tip of the tail, no, like right here, I think I could do that.
All right. Well, you heard it here, folks. She could probably do that.
Okay.
You're gonna be okay.
No.
Okay.
I cracked the windshield of my mom's car during a fight.
What was the fight about?
The fight was with my little brother. My mom had left us in the car, and he was annoying me, and I was getting mad, and I
It was with your hands?
it was with my feet. It was with my heel. And it
Wait.
cracked the windshield of her car.
What shoes were you wearing?
I don't know. I want to even say that I wasn't wearing shoes. It wasn't that it shattered. It was that it cracked.
This is so
It does say cracked on the card.
Uh,
It does say cracked on the card.
No, I don't believe this. This is a Nick lie. This is the truth.
This is a truth. Sadly,
It was
This-
so dumb that it either had to be true or
it was
a Nick
like
lie.
I was sitting in the front seat with my feet up, and then I was like, stop. And I did like that, and the windshield was like,
Barefoot? You think it was barefoot?
it
I
looked like
believe it.
socks.
I believe it. I've seen a footprint on your car windshield before back in the day.
Listen, everyone's got a footprint on their car windshield. That's
Okay. Okay, clink.
Okay, clink.
Ooh, that was a good. That was a good
quite
clink.
a clink, wasn't it? Should we add a clink sound effect somewhere?
Quite a clink.
Where are we at? I think a Jerry now. And there's only 3 left on each side.
Yes. And we're 4 to 5 at the moment.
No one has earned points from Nick.
It's true. I've never broken a bone or been to the hospital because I was sick.
Okay.
Kind of hard to ask questions about this one.
Yeah.
Tell me about how you were healthy.
I'm really good at it. I don't take any risks, and
I think this is a Nick lie.
It be truth.
It's true?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't get double the points off, right?
No, we're not subtracting points.
No,
in this.
you
We're
don't
not
get
subtracting
any points for tricking people.
And actually, Nick did just show up in the chat to declare
I'm
that he's tricky.
No one has been fooled by you yet, Nick.
Well, damn. Okay.
Well, I will neither confirm nor deny that.
Oh. So, no one has guessed a Nick lie.
No one has correctly guessed a Nick lie.
Oh my God! We
You
love
both
the
guessed.
specifics of the truth here.
You have both guessed that it was a Nick lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. If there was room in the studio, I could do a handstand here and now.
I've seen you do a cartwheel before.
Mm-hmm.
You did some great cartwheels.
I'm
seen you
really good
do-
at cartwheels.
Like
I've
last
seen you do
weekend.
really excellent cartwheels. But I feel... When is the last time you did a handstand?
Like,
Good question.
literally the other week.
Okay. When is the first time you did a handstand?
I mean, probably when I was a kid, but in college, my my dance teacher, because I was like, she would make us do cartwheels across the floor. She would also do, as part of a warm-up, sometimes we would have to, like, do handstands. They were, like, mostly against the wall, but it was, like, more of, like, a strengthening sort of thing.
What's the most fun or interesting time you've ever done a handstand?
I was going to say when she was queefing.
The most fun or interesting time? I guess last summer I did one like on the beach. But like Emma was like holding my feet. But
Can you queef while doing a handstand?
I can't queef while doing a handstand, not the right
No more questions.
position.
No more questions at this point.
I think you can.
I can't! I'm very bad at handstands.
This is a Nick lie.
I think it's too late for you to guess that at this point.
Why?
No, it's not. It's not too late.
It's not a
But
Nick
it's not
lie.
a Nick lie.
Fine.
Doesn't really matter one way or the other. All right, let's down to our last two on both sides.
I had a childhood rivalry with a hawk.
Okay, I think this is... Okay, wait. Okay, before I guess, tell me about the hawk.
So it's not a real hawk. That would be ridiculous. But
Given the other things you've said today, I'm not sure it would, Jerry.
Yeah, what the fuck?
but
It would if it was friends with the cows and wanted vengeance.
So I've talked a lot about how my mom loves to like be a mountain person and like scavenge. So the Gene Craighead George book, Frightful's Mountain, was really important to me as a
Third in the
childhood
series.
because I could tell my mom wanted me to run away to the Catskills, like not to get away from her. Sorry, that's like a weird deep reference if you've read Frightful's Mountain. Not to get away from her or like to escape, but just because she felt like she was disappointed she'd raised a child who couldn't go live alone in the woods.
In a tree.
In a tree. And I always felt like a weird competitiveness because my mom really wants to get into hawking. Like it's a thing she tells me all the time. I know through her that you have to do a whole apprenticeship and journeymanship and all of that. So I just always felt weirdly competitive with this fictional hawk.
With the concept of a hawk more than a specific hawk.
Honestly, no. Specifically Frightful from
Okay.
Frightful's Mountain.
Okay.
I always felt, because it was one of my mom's favorite books, it was one of my favorite books, and I just always felt like my mom would love me more if I was Frightful from Frightful's Mountain.
And I think that's where we'll leave that before we get a guess.
God damn it. I want to say that this is a lie.
Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
It is absolutely a lie.
Yeah. Is it a Nick lie? I think it's a Nick lie.
All right, it is a Nick lie.
Yes!
It is a Nick lie, but
I
fucking
was
sold that.
You really did. You really fucking did.
Nick had something about like stealing French fries in there that I took out because I thought it made it too obvious it was a Nick lie.
I did a great job. Everything I said is true.
I knew
Honestly, you know what? Everything I said is true to the degree that this might not be a lie. I said that there might be a Nick truth in here, and it might be this.
I was
All
like...
right, we're going to give those 2 points, though, because that is going to give Nini, for the first time, a 1-point lead.
Woo!
I don't
Okay.
think it's fair, because I delved deep into myself, and I discovered that I did have a childhood rivalry
And
with
you did a great job. You made it sound
That
as
was
if it
really
was
good.
possible you would have a rivalry with a hawk. Nick is a stinker, as he said in the comments here
I
in the
think
chat.
I learned something about myself.
Yeah, Nick is a stinker.
Yeah.
Okay, here's mine.
All right, is this our last one from you? One more after this.
Yeah. I once went to Waffle House, ate a full meal, then went to a different Waffle House for more hash browns.
Where were the respective Waffle Houses?
Okay. So this was it was first after a rehearsal in Oklahoma City, after when I was doing Christmas show. And we went to a Waffle House for a...
What is Christmas show? Sorry.
Christmas show was a
No,
show
you
that I
think.
did where you're like asked to do like whatever. It's in Oklahoma City. I did it at the Civic
believe you.
Center.
Sorry, not an OU thing, but like an Oklahoma
Yes.
Okay.
general.
So after like during a tech week, we went to a Waffle House like as a cast, and I was like not super hungry, so I got like I guess I did eat a full meal, which was like, I don't know, I got like fucking pancakes or something, and then
At the Waffle House, you got pancakes.
yes. Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to point that out.
Yes. And then we drove back from Oklahoma City to Norman, and I was like, I was hungry again, so I stopped at the Waffle House.
Did
and
you go
got-
alone?
No, I was with Basit.
Okay.
I think we'll leave it there, right? I think that's going to have to be the guess.
It's too believable, is my opinion. I feel like, yeah, Nanny would do that, which is why I think...
We do know that there's that Norman Waffle House right off of the
why
highway
I
there.
think it's
That
a
is
lie.
the one.
I think it's a
Final
lie.
answer?
It
It is a lie.
It is a lie because I said...
Is it a Nick lie?
It is, but it's too late for you to get that point.
No, she got her point. She said
I
it was-
literally
she-
asked, is that your final answer?
No, she said it was a Nick lie after I said it was a lie.
Do you think she should get it?
I do.
I don't want to make the decision.
I
because I'm
very
the-
specifically asked if it was your final answer.
That doesn't have anything to do with whether it's a Nick lie.
That was how I intended it.
I didn't interpret it that way.
I'm
Nor
gonna give you
has
half a
there
point.
been a precedent.
I'm gonna give you a half a point. I'm gonna give you a half a point.
Great.
You now have a half a point lead.
Okay.
In theory, if either of us was smart enough to keep track,
Right.
we would know the answer.
And the thing is, I knew neither of you would. I knew there was no way. We
I
did a math
started
episode
to.
a while ago. There's no
Yeah,
way.
there's no
either
way.
of you
Question two,
kept
I
track.
was like, question three, I was like, all right,
I knew you'd lose
I
it.
don't know.
I
don't
knew
know.
you'd absolutely lose it.
Okay.
Last one for Nini. Last
Okay.
statement here.
In 7th grade, I got in trouble for wearing a crop top and called the teacher a cop.
What did the crop top say?
It was just like a limited to, no, it was a,
Wait, no, was it limited or was it the limited
it wasn't
two?
limited to, it wasn't limited to. It was an Abercrombie shirt that my sibling had that was just like, had like the Abercrombie sort of like,
An A and an E.
yes. And I had cut it.
An A and an E, that's American
I don't
Eagle.
believe any of this. Baby Nene loved cops.
Baby Nini loved cops. So you're saying lie?
I'm saying it's a lie.
It is
It
a
is
lie.
a lie. All right.
Okay, final answer.
I do see Gabs in the comments here saying that Jerry should get the point, and fair enough. I'm going to go ahead and say that
I'm also seeing Nick in the comments saying the Waffle House thing is true about me. I love that.
You just got another point just now? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, so final statement here. Could be caught if this was a Nick lie and you identified it as such.
Okay.
That is the situation in terms of the score. There's a 2-point. You could tie the game here.
Okay.
I was once stranded in Rome because of a train strike.
Okay. What year was it?
2011.
Okay. This is a lie.
This is 100% true.
What?
I was only stranded for like
true.
5 or 6 hours, but I was stranded. What Harper has cut out is that my phone was dead and I was alone and I had a full suitcase.
I did cut some details. I thought maybe there would be some questioning that those details would come out in.
Did you study abroad?
I did. I studied abroad in Italy, which would be helpful information. It was on my way back from a trip I went on alone.
Wait. Okay. So where were the Nick lies?
The Nick lie for me was the Hawk, which I believe you correctly
Yes.
identified, and the Andes mints.
Yeah, the
Because I
Andes
would
Mints
never take it out on a
thing.
coworker.
You did. It's weird that like Andy's mints didn't tip you off just as like what a weird thing to do. Why would she take Andy's mints? Because she was upset. Like why would she do that? It's honestly weird to me that you didn't catch that.
So I got Waffle House. What was the other one for you?
It just happened. I think they happened like in sequence.
They did. Mine
Wait, what was
were
that
the Waffle House and 7th grade.
And
Oh,
so,
yeah.
yeah. Have a
Holy
great
Sorry
season.
that I said baby
shit.
me you loved cops. I just meant like didn't
That's
know
true.
enough to not.
That's true. Although
Nick in the comments saying that Andy's mints seems obvious. I agree it did, which is
Okay,
why
I
Nick
guess
had,
I'm
Nick had
dumb
actually
as shit.
Nick had put a little bit more details there. I actually cut it back because I thought it was obvious enough with the stealing Andy's mints. A truly bizarre thing to do.
I don't know. You guys like your sort of like.
Who's you guys? What are you talking
The two
about?
of you, you like your candy.
I do like candy.
You do like your candy. You like the rude children.
I do
I
love
just
a-
Sour
feel
Patch
so
Kids.
I like
for
a
me,
rude child.
For me, it wasn't the Andes mints. For me, it was the idea that I would.
That's what made
steal
me
from
be
a
like.
coworker for messing up a project. Is that it?
Yeah.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but like, why the fuck would I do that?
I was like,
In the-
maybe it's true because I could see you sort of doing it like my coworker sucks, so they, like we got a
And
candy
I love that
from
that
the
was your
client.
opinion, even after I said it was my best friend.
Yeah, Nick said, didn't know how general to make it. That's fair. I tried to make
No,
them
that's
sort of
fair. I
fit
tried
in
to
a
make
little
mine
bit.
fairly
Yeah, Nick,
specific,
you
too.
really fucked up the assignment.
I'll say
Yeah.
here's the original wording that Nick sent to me. Jerry once stole a box of Andy's mints from a coworker for screwing up a project. Then realized it was her fault, but already ate half the box, so gave her a brand new box anonymously under her desk. I, of course, cut that down because that is so obviously a Nick lie.
I've never made a mistake.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I absolutely
I love it. I
All
love
right,
it.
so ultimately, Jerry, you are the winner of this one.
I love to lie.
I love to lie too, but maybe I'm not so good.
That's why I love Jerry. She loves to lie.
No, I
Sorry.
continue to not like
It's
to
a
lie.
reference.
You lie.
Well, everybody, this has been a great game, I think. It was a
It
fun
has been a
time.
It's
very
been a
fun
blast.
game.
Mhm.
I feel like I know you so much better.
I feel like I know you so much better,
And the audience as
and
well.
I'm sorry that I didn't know you better.
And I'm sorry that I didn't know you. Well, actually, I knew you too well. I did a good job.
All right, well, we'll be back next week. Tuesday nights, of course. Tuesday nights. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. At Live Handshake is going to be our Twitter handle. Secret Handshake Live on Instagram. And we'll see you all next week. Hey, check out, we got all kinds of fun things tomorrow night. This is Are You the One, right? Wednesday nights, Are You the One? We love it.
Woo,
yeah.
woo,
We love it.
Woo, it's Secret Handshake.
Chris.
Also, Chris Gethard presents.
Secret Handshake. It's secret.